Hey everybody, welcome back. Democrats and Republicans don't want you to know this, but there are other parties out there besides them. Smash that like button and open your mind. So this is the time I remind you that there are other parties besides Democrats and Republicans. We kind of dismissively refer to all of them as third parties. Pretty rude if you ask me. As of 2022, the biggest third party is the Libertarian Party, followed by the Green Party and the Constitution Party. There are a couple of new centrist parties that are trying to appeal to moderate independent voters in 2024, called the Forward Party and No Labels. Guess we'll see how that works out. The Constitution didn't officially establish a two-party system. In fact, parties aren't even mentioned at all. But there are structural barriers, meaning the official laws and policies about how elections are run in this country that act as barriers for third-party success. First up, the US has winner-take-all voting districts. People in all 435 districts hold an election every even-numbered year, and the winner of the election in that district goes to the House to serve as their representative. The loser? You get nothing. Good day, sir. Sorry, got carried away. But how exactly is that a barrier for third parties? Well, consider an alternative, a proportional representation system. Now, under this fictional arrangement, there would be a single nationwide election and people would vote, and the seats in the House would be apportioned based on the proportion of the votes that each party won. Let's say that a third party, we'll call it the Loney Party, won 13% of the vote. Pretty impressive for a third party. In the proportional system, the Loney Party would have 13% of the seats in the House, certainly enough to be very influential in the passage of legislation. However, in the winner-take-all system the US currently has, that same 13% of the vote would lead to the Loney Party having a whopping 0 seats in the House. This takes away both the incentive for the party to run candidates and for people to vote for Loney. Most states have a plurality system, meaning that the person who wins the most votes wins the congressional seat. There are a few states, though, that have a majority system, where a candidate must get more than 50% of the votes to win. A majority system helps third parties matter, since they're unlikely to win, but they can at least prevent any candidate from getting 50% of the vote. So then there'll be a runoff election between the top two vote getters. Again, the third party will still lose, but this time they'll likely be able to influence which of the top two candidates wins by throwing their support to a candidate in exchange for some kind of deal or pledge. So the plurality system serves as just another barrier, making it feel more pointless for them to run in the first place. There's also ballot requirements, referring to money candidates need to pay, and a bunch of petition signatures necessary to get a candidate's name on the ballot. This is no big deal for the two major parties, but can be a barrier for third parties. Additionally, the Electoral College is another barrier, since most states award their electoral votes winner-take-all. Next up are some informal barriers. Unlike the previous ones, these aren't official policies, but rather realistic challenges that third parties run into. One major informal barrier for third parties is that when they successfully build support for a particular policy, one of the two major parties will basically take that issue and include it in their platform. And once that happens, it takes away a reason that people may have had to vote for that third party, since now one of the big guys that can actually win now supports that policy. For example, the Democratic Party has more or less co-opted environmental issues from the Green Party in an effort to win people who otherwise might vote Green. In addition, another huge problem is voters thinking that voting for third parties is a waste of their vote. Many people claim not to like Democrats or Republicans, and yet the vast majority of people keep voting for one of them. For many people, this is because they think they'd be wasting their vote if they voted for a third party, even if it's one that they agree with. Additionally, third parties often struggle to fundraise and get enough money to sufficiently advertise and campaign. And along with that, they get much less media attention, basically overlooked and ignored as the news media focuses on the two major parties. And those two major parties, set the rules for political debates along with news organizations, and they basically conspire to make it more difficult for a third-party candidate to get on the debate stage. Again, making it tough for third parties to get any attention. Alright, well that's it for this one. Until next time, this has been a Loney production. Thanks again for watching, I really appreciate it, and I hope that it helped. If you're looking for even more help, study guides, and great practice questions and tests, be sure to check out the Ultimate Review Packet, and I will see you in the next video.